Let's go.
Welcome back to the 14ASports radio show. It's no Irish version, but it's Richie.
It'll do.
All right, so our guest at the table right now is Jim Mock. He is the president and CEO of Enshriners R Us. Welcome to the table, Jim.
Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate you guys having me. This was on my bucket list, by the way.
Nice.
Actually, Sports Center was, but this will be close.
We're not gonna get to my bucket list. It's kind of crazy, but that's all right. All right, so talk about let's talk about you before we get into the company for a little bit. You were a referee for many years.
Still am.
What? Oh, all right. So what levels and what kind of sports?
I still officiate football, high school football, Pop Warner, men's semi-pro. Still do the Pop Warner. I cut back a little bit. In the high school, I cut back, but I've done lacrosse, high school lacrosse.
Oh, nice.
I've done high school track and field.
How do you ref track and field?
The gun and the
the gun.
Hey,
the gun and the clock.
You gotta be at the finish line.
It's like watching paint dry. I mean,
hey.
Richie ran track.
It's funny though. I was always at the right place at the right time and doing notable athletes. The kid that was the great record setter here from Bayonne.
DiGiorgio?
DiGiorgio.
I
I had
know
his
him.
very first track meet.
Nice.
And it was funny. He was a freshman, and he fouled the first two shot puts.
That cheating bastard.
And the third one, he killed it.
Yeah.
And he won the meet that day.
Really?
But,
After fouling on the first
two, yeah.
Interesting.
He would always foul though. That was like his thing. He would foul, and then the last throw would be perfect.
He had quite a career, and So I've done track and field, and a lot of those sports came in spring, and I do a lot of volunteer work. So eventually, I had to weed that out. It interfered, and football is my first love. It's in
That's
the
a lot
blood.
of running though, officiating football, right?
The older you get, I find I don't have to run so much. Experience plays a big part.
You just eyeball it.
But the truth of the matter is, in any sport, in order to sell that call, to keep that coach off your back, when he wants to complain, he turns, he looks, and you're right there, and you've made that call, whether he likes it or not. He doesn't argue so much.
Yeah.
And basketball, I don't ref basketball because I coach it, but officials have told me when you run by that coach who's screaming, when you come nearly bumping him, and you're hustling like that, he's going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
So you're in that respect.
Well, that's the thing in any field. I mean, on the radio show, I try to at least sell it. At least sound like I know what I'm talking about.
You do a good job. You do a good job.
Hey, if you say anything with enough conviction, somebody's gonna believe you, right?
That's all right. Now, where do you coach ball at?
Coaching Bayonne here.
Okay.
25 years at Bayonne PAL.
Nice.
Wow.
42 years overall coaching.
Wow.
Every sport but hockey. I've coached.
That's all right. Hockey sucks.
Little
anyway.
League. I fall on the skates. So I'm not real good at that.
So does he. After 20 years.
But I've coached my kids and now coach my grandkids. Coached. You've had David Miskelly on here.
Yep.
Coach David. A lot of notable athletes. Bobby Rooney.
Oh yeah,
Played
definitely.
basketball when he shouldn't have.
Yeah. He's a better boxer.
We all did.
Yeah,
He's a better puncher than he is a
he's
jump
a great
shooter.
he's a great kid, and in fact, his brother Sean, who played ball with my son, actually I talked the old man, Bob Senior, into putting Sean into a camp, which got him noticed.
Right.
And Hurley, and he went to St. Anthony's, and he had a great career there, and a college career. So. There's Joey Borowski.
Yeah.
I was an ass.
All these guys. Bayonne's a great sports town.
Definitely is. Now, one of the things, there are tons of great athletes, when we were growing up, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if we go to college if we party too much at college or whatever the situation is. I mean, only a handful of athletes have really made a mark in the world of professional sports.
Talked about that back in my era early on. It's something about the Hudson County homesick rule. I mean, it just happens.
Yeah.
Guys, they get the free ride. They go to the big school, don't finish there, come back. I don't know why. It's a hard thing to give up. 17, 18 years old, pick up and, you're the big fish in a little pond here. Mm-hmm. You go to schools like out west and you find out you know,
You're nothing.
that these yokels, man, they just they eat football.
Well,
So,
that's it. You got thousands of kids all going for the same spot, basically.
Yep.
You know, and you're all going for the same thing. So it's hard to make it to make your impression on the sport.
Well, we had Jerome Hayes.
Professionally.
We had Jerome Hayes on, Bayonne High School graduate, went out to Penn State.
Yep.
He was saying, you know, Penn State practice was basically like, you know, the all-state football game, you know, and you know, especially at a school like that. So yeah, that's easy to see. Now, how about other than coaching, refereeing? You know, what else do you do in professional life?
I'm a retired union carpenter.
Oh, nice.
Did that for 30-something years.
Wow.
And earned the right to sleep late.
Nice.
Do what I please.
Very nice.
And I guess I'm out now a little over a year. So that's direct correlation on why I'm here tonight.
Absolutely.
Now we move on into
Finding something to do, I crawled up into the attic, clearing stuff out, found my baseball cards, my football cards.
that's
I
great.
said, oh, man, I could get rid of this stuff. I'll move this on eBay. I go on eBay, start looking, finding out not to the cards, but the things I had, like a magazine, Vince Lombardi Memorial Game, which is what they used to call a Giant Jet games. Well, the games at Giant Stadium, what they're hosted, were the Vince Lombardi games for a few years in the 80s, late 70s. And those pennants or programs are worth a ton of money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So-
And I'm sorry. Go on.
No. So what I started to do is I started to embellish on that, add things to it, and try to sell a package. For example, I had the program from the 86 Giants against the 49ers, okay?
Right.
Can't find it on eBay. So with that, I've got the 1986, in your card, man, 1986 Topps football team Giants. They put out 18 cards that year, which was unheard of.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Put that many out for a football team. And it's got a Bill Parcells autograph card.
Nice.
So it was a package I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Nice.
Bill just got inducted
Good.
into the NFL Hall
Yes,
of
he
Fame.
did.
Now, what you're referring to, your company and Shriners Are Us. You know, Jim actually came by before the show last week and hooked me, Rich, and Matt up with some great pieces. You brought some with you, didn't you?
Well, what I did is one of the questions I knew you'd be asking me about was the World Cup.
Okay.
And that's 2014. So
USA. Party.
USA, party.
USA. Party.
not in
USA.
it. Not in it. So what this is the 18 teams.
Oh, that's nice. There, we'll,
Very nice.
we'll
Yeah,
put
hold
that
that
up for
there.
everybody.
Where
This
do
is
you get those
for
soccer cards?
Italy.
I'll hold it. You explain it,
The
Jim.
cards, for example, these cards,
Here, hold up a little over here.
Adrenaline, they're basically from Europe. They're made in England, so it's not like our Tops and you know our other cards that we have to get. So
But are they glossy or they're flat? Is it like a glossy material? Or
Yes.
Is it, oh, yeah?
they're a good stock. The problem is they kill you on the shipping, and then the money
course, yeah.
transfer from pound to American dollar. So and it takes 3 weeks. So I'm building up my inventory now, and my hopes are to start hitting. I don't have a website yet, but start hitting the flea markets. And there's a big one starting now in West New York on the waterfront, where the clientele, the income there is 100,000 and above.
Substantial.
You know,
Boulevardi.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
not necessarily the market for me, but this is how they're selling their product to me.
Yeah.
Why you want to be there selling your stuff. So I'm in the hole pretty good. My wife thinks I'll never make a buck on this.
You will.
She's pleased that I'm quiet and I'm not in her hair.
Hi, Mrs. Ma.
Yeah.
No, I have to disagree with her. I think it's a great idea, and I think you do great work. I took mine and put it right up on the wall in my apartment.
Yep.
In the penthouse.
You know,
And,
I didn't because I was going to bring it to the show today. I didn't know that you were going to bring, the examples that you have. But, for each of us, for Rich, he made a DeMarco Murray Dallas Cowboys one, which is awesome. I mean, I hate the Cowboys guts, totally. But the paper that he has on it, back with the listen, there's a lot of Cowboys fans in this area that would love something
Right
like
here,
that.
you got one
George,
right
George,
here.
George,
Let's
we got
go.
one at the table.
Bags tried to fight me before I left the studio.
But what
last
you
week.
do with that, you got the great blue paper there in the background, which is awesome.
A jury blue, too.
Yeah, it's great. And and then what is if you can't see there on the camera, it's 4 cards, set at each corner, and then you have a little space there in the open. You got the team logo of whatever you want. And, it's a
And
great
you can put
piece.
anything in the middle, or there's another card behind there.
Definitely. You can put your own picture if you want to be in with DeMarco Murray
Right,
or whatever
like,
it is.
You definitely want your big face in yours.
I want one with me and Mark Barron, like my arms around. Like,
Kissing.
That reminds me, your set I made with the 5 cards, although I put the photo here piece over it. And I want to know which of you ego guys actually
well, Mully's not
put
here.
that picture in the middle.
I probably will first.
He will. He will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Well,
Who knows?
He has a Bayonne Ranger hockey card from like 1992 that'll probably go in the
Oh, yeah. Didn't get much on eBay, but we still got time. It's got time to age.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
Well-
a nice piece, man. I like it.
Thank you. What
it can only rise in value.
I like
with these frames, the first start was one of my collection, and I started looking through my stuff and looking at the new cards, and I'm going, these things are works of art. They're beautiful. And what do we do with our card collections? We stick them in a box, put them in a closet.
it. Yeah, not me. Not me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
chased around. I chased
These
around these
should be-
guys.
My
should
mom
be shown
lost.
off.
My mom lost a ton of Shaq rookie cards. Mom, if you're listening, I want them back. I know you know where they are.
I can't remember those.
I know you know where they are.
So
knows.
the start of this was,
No.
and it can vary. It can be a frame with one picture and one blank, up to 4 cards and one blank. And the initial goal was to, target the youth.
Right.
So Junior's playing youth football, and he likes the Giants. So he's got the 4 stars of the Giants and his uniform picture right in the
Oh,
middle.
that's cool. Yeah.
Mom gets to hang that up. And with cards, it's a gift that keeps giving because these cards only go up in value.
Absolutely.
All right. So, and you can change them. You can change Junior's card. You can change, I'm selling everything as 2013 based on your request. But if you want the next year, due to trades and especially in sports, that guy's gone. You can just replace it with another card.
Yeah. Now I had to ask you too because for me, I asked for Mark Barron of the Buccaneers. He was a rookie last year. So how did you come up with 4 cards from last season?
Contacts.
Oh yeah.
I have a large inventory, but I certainly don't have everything.
Right.
But I have all of football now and going back. And the stars, I don't buy just a set. I'll buy a lot of. I got a lot of Johnny Unitas, a John of Bart Starr.
Oh wow.
I've got Charlie Connolly cards, who you guys don't even know who is.
Do you have John Riggins?
Yes, I do.
All right, that could be something for my dad. He's a
And,
huge Riggins fan.
Well, hopefully he's not watching.
With
He gave away
the
his Christmas
afro
gift.
and without.
That's all right. He don't like Soprano.
You
I
probably
don't know
want
if
him
you've
with
ever
the
seen him
afro.
with the afro.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do know that. I forgot.
But
talking.
he had a great career, and he had a mohawk. I mean, the guy was a wacko.
Well, that's why my
you
dad
know.
likes him.
But that's my era, and so I had to find Mark Barron. The other guys were
Murray and Tuck, right?
Yeah.
Tuck was easy. I'm a Giant fan.
I'll be with you on this. I don't care for these 2 other fellas here at the
But
table.
I just want to be the first to say that at no time handling this sports memorabilia was I under the influence of PEDs. This is all done drug-free.
Why not?
And,
Jeez.
He was on deer antler spray.
Any more questions on that? My attorneys are Levinson and Levinson.
All right. Now, have you made any sales with this yet?
A few.
Nice.
Actually, my wife thinks I'm giving away more than I'm selling. But
That's how you
again,
start.
Yeah,
building
sometimes
it
when
up.
you start,
Yeah.
that's how
That's
you
how
build
you
your
gotta start.
relationship.
Hey, look at us! Look at us! A lot of man. I mean, it's not a lot of dollars, but it's a lot of manpower that just goes unpaid right now. And listen, when you start up a business, that's the hardest part is starting up. You know, and most businesses they take 2-3 years
You're in the
to
red.
really hit that potential. Like you'll realize what's going on after 2-3 years. You'll say maybe I should jump ship, or maybe I should keep steering the thing.
I like the cards on there, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he does
they
a
are
great job, man.
mint condition, everything.
And you do any sport, right?
I've got golf, tennis, Olympic sports, every Olympic sport. I have a set of the 1980 gold medal Olympic team with a Mike Ruzioni autograph.
Mike
Oh,
Ruzioni.
that has to be beautiful.
And
huh?
That's awesome.
also, I have a Wells autograph, but that's with another. So I got 3 different sets. One comes with a Wells, one comes with Ruzioni, one comes with a Morrow.
That's nice.
I didn't want to put them all together because
Yeah, but if
Then-
you put them all together, you can probably
like
push it for
well, the
more
people
money.
don't want to pay.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants a deal. So
everybody wants something for nothing.
Now what?
It's Bayonne.
What do you charge for a piece like this?
Common cards, not saying the World Cup, but the Dallas Cowboys, for example, the Giants, or that would be 18 to 20.
Oh wow,
more than reasonable. Yeah.
The one picture, which I hope to hit the basketball next summer. I didn't get to the tournament in Jersey City this year, which would have loved to have done. And that would have been like a Dwayne Wade card with that kid's player's card in a smaller frame, an 8x10.
Oh, nice.
You know, because those kids, they're living the dream then.
Yeah.
And that's their athlete. So those would have moved, but the time wasn't right for me to get there and set up. So that's how it varies. There's 8x10 without, a special card could be $10 to $12. These 18 to 20. The World Cup, 20 to 22. The way card companies do it, you buy a whole set and then they don't include everybody.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Star player,
Always something.
star player, rising star. Doesn't come in the set of cards.
Well, those are all World Cup players. I mean, those are the best of the best.
They
out
were
there.
actually here this weekend.
Italy?
Yeah. They were, Milan came to play a game here at MetLife, and I actually tried to make my way out to try to get Super Mario, but I was too caught up. I got a little sick, so I had to stick with just the Royals. But Mario Balotelli was who I wanted.
So I already got a potential sale. I went to the deli on 22nd Street, and
do Benantes.
yeah, and
Great
talked to
sandwiches.
Charlie, and he scoped me out on who's who, because I have a roster of cards. I put 4 here, but I don't know exactly who's the best. Once you go after the top 4, and what a kid might like.
Right.
It's not everybody likes the star player.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where the website's going to come into play too, because that way you can take the personal orders, and then that way you can take your time with it, and really nail this down perfectly.
So until you get your website, how do we tell our viewers and people out there to get in touch with you, and if they may want one of these pieces?
Good question. First off, by me bribing, donating to you guys, I would hope that every Wednesday for not too long.
Oh, we'll talk about you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Couple of months.
In good ways.
But then I just I can't believe, like you're talking about starting out a business. I can't believe the little things, all the paperwork only just to get involved, and people filling out an application.
Hey, speak to the microphone.
An application on what they want to order. Making enough of these to sell at one time instead of having to say, "Come back next week, I'll make it up for you."
Right.
It's a lot of nitpicking.
Oh yeah, even go mandatory. You go to a flea market, you got to have a canopy. No, you got to go out and buy a canopy.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So you all these costs.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah, that's what my wife said when I told her the price of the canopy. But so I'm putting this all
Don't let her
together.
see the credit card.
So
Slowly but surely.
once I get that up and I'm out there and the people are seeing it, cards get out there, and once Junior plays that particular sport, or father-in-law's a golf fan, you can get a picture of Arnold Palmer, and Grandpa gets to put his picture right next to that.
That's
think it's
cool.
cool.
That's cool. But I think again, the website's that'll make it much easier for the customer, because they'll be able to specify what they want, and it'll make it easier on you too.
Yeah, a lot.
We know people that you too can know people.
Yeah, they will contact your people.
All right, so you can reach Jim. The email address for him is enshrinersareus@yahoo.com. Oh, wait, we got a call. We have a call. Let's see who this is.
Who is this?
Hey, welcome to the 14ASports radio show. Who is this?
Hey, how you doing? It's Rob.
Rob, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, you know what?
You need
I
bail
was
money?
sitting here thinking, I was trying to call in to see if I could request a video to be played tonight if you guys have room.
Oh, absolutely. Now, for those of you who don't know who's calling in right now, this is the Dr. Dre of 15 Minutes of Fame Radio. I guess in this,
Dr. Dre, he's funny.
Motherfucker.
Now in this chain, I guess we're G Unit, if that's the case.
I don't know. We're D12.
Nah, we should. All right, then you're bizarre. All right. All right, so
you got, Rob? You want to hear some Britney Spears?
You want to hear that fire?
Listen, we had a special guest come through and came to the station just to drop off her video last night, so I want to make sure that I show her some return love and play her video.
Is she hot?
Tonight, too.
Is she good looking?
She's dope. She's a good person, too. Her name is Fraze, F-R-A-Z.
All right.
So see if HD got that new one that just came in last night. I think it's called Enlightenment.
Can you make that happen, HD? He can make it happen, Ross. So you know how we do here at 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yeah, definitely.
We make it happen.
Are you not around out front anymore?
Yeah, why? Are you at Quick Check?
Now, I'm pulling out, man. I'm going to our engineer's show tonight, Mr. Frankie Meadows. He having a show tonight out in Jersey City, so I'm going to show him some love because he's part of the team.
I got you.
Like that.
So
he wasn't in the Jersey Journal, though, was he?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt y'all's show, but I said I forgot to ask y'all if y'all play that video while I was there.
All right, we'll get some phrase on there for the people.
All right, real quick, let me say one thing. 14ASports, let's go.
That's right. That's right. All right. We have
See y'all later, man.
We have.
Peace out. Thanks again for playing it, guys.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right, later.
We have just been endorsed by the Dr. Dre, 15 MOFE.
I'm pretty sure he didn't graduate medical school, though.
No, he definitely did. I don't even think he graduated regular school. All right. So again, you can reach Jim at enshrinersorus@yahoo.com. We'll have that on the website. You can also reach him at 201-417-7507 and place your own personal order there.
Get it.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks a lot,
All right,
Jim.
let's get to a video right now. This is from our people Mother. This one's called Digital Monster. When we get back, it's time for the Coles News Network.
That's how Coles roll.
14ASports on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio. We'll be right back with CNN.